Welcome back, beautiful family. Today I want to share with you a very delicious ground beef pasta shells that I know you guys are going to love. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. To prepare this delicious pasta, these are the ingredients that we need. We need ground beef, spices. I have parsley, smoked paprika, garlic powder, black pepper, salt to taste, and of course, our pasta shells and our Mexican blend cheese. These are the only ingredients we need, so let's get started. Of course, I want to start here with boiling water. To this, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. When it is nice and boiling, it is time to add your pasta. Don't overcook your pasta. When you add your pasta, it only takes 5 minutes and then remove it from the hot water because it's going to finish cooking with the ground beef. You don't want to overcook your pasta. You want the pasta to be al dente before you add it to your ground beef. But here it only takes a couple minutes, okay? Once this is done, we are going to put it through a sifter and we're going to drain it. But before we do that, I am going to obtain 1 whole cup of this liquid. This starchy liquid is going to help thicken the pasta when I add it with the ground beef. So now I am ready to put it through the sifter and rinse completely the pasta. Look at this. I am sure you have all these ingredients at home. This is a very easy 1-pot meal. That's the best part. When you use a 1-pot meal, you don't have to be cleaning so many pots. And here I'm adding the ground beef. I have 1 pound of ground beef and I'm just going to pull it apart. I'm not going to add any oil. Instead of oil, I'm going to add half a cup of just plain water so that it starts cooking. Remember, the pan is still nice and hot. I'm going to add just a little bit of water. I'm going to pull it apart and then I am ready to start adding the spices. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of each spice, and remember that the salt is to taste. Smoked paprika, parsley, black pepper, garlic powder, and salt. A very easy recipe that anybody can make and enjoy it with your beautiful family. The kids really love this amazing recipe. And now I am ready to start adding the spices. You are going to cook the meat with the spices for about 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes. You don't want it nice and crispy. You just want it nice and cooked through. So once you add your spices, make sure that you incorporate all the spices into the ground beef. The best thing about this recipe is you only use 1 pan. And other than that, everything else, it's so easy to prepare. Look at this. Just move it around. Make sure that the meat is all coated with the spices, so that when it starts cooking and breaking down and releasing the oils and the own juices, they really get so penetrated with all the spices. I'm just going to incorporate it really good, making sure that the meat is nice and covered. I want to say thank you, my friends, for being here, for always being part of my channel, seeing all my videos and leaving me thumbs up. That's the best part, because only with your help, Cooking with Gloria will continue growing. Look at this, very easy recipe. Once everything is incorporated, we're just gonna leave it here for a couple minutes, and when we come back, you're going to see that it's already nice and cooked. the liquid has absorbed and there's a little bit of the oil on the bottom, but that's okay. It's very little, you could barely see it. I was almost forgetting, you need 1 can of tomato puree. I'm going to add 1 can of the tomato puree. I'm going to add the 1 cup of the water where the pasta was cooking, but I'm going to add a little bit to the can to take all the puree out, and I'm going to add it in here. Look at this. You want to make sure that you add the starchy water. I'm going to add it here. I'm going to incorporate it really good, and when it starts bubbling, that's when you know that it is time to add your pasta. Remember, the pasta is not cooked all the way. Remember, you want to make sure that your pasta doesn't overcook. That's the best part. You want your pasta to be al dente. Now that it's nice and bubbling, now it's time to go ahead and add your pasta. Once you add your pasta, just incorporate it. Cover it with all those amazing juices and the ground beef. Make sure that you coat all your pasta. Look at this. Everything is already cooked, so you just want to cover it, coat everything with the amazing sauce and the ground beef. And once this is done, you are ready to add 1.5 cups of the Mexican blend cheese. Cover all the top really good. If you love cheese like I do, be generous with your cheese. I'm going to go ahead, add it in here, cover the whole pot with the Mexican blend or with whatever cheese you have at home. After a minute or two, you're going to incorporate it, making sure that you cover everything really good. You're going to go ahead and flip it over. You're going to turn off your stove, and then this is ready for you to enjoy. Remember that the pasta is already nice and hot, and it's going to get the cheese nice and melted. I can't wait to enjoy. I'll see you in just a little bit. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. I am so ready for the presentation. My friends, I am completely done with this pasta shell with ground beef. This recipe came out amazing. This is the part I love and enjoys. Tasting my recipe. Nice and cheesy, just how I like it. Excuse me. It came out so delicious. The pasta shells are still al dente, just amazing. And if you love cheese like I do, you are going to love this recipe. If you liked and love this amazing recipe, please leave me a thumbs up. Share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell. And if you did, leave it activated so every time I make an amazing recipe, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Cooking with Gloria. Like, subscribe, and share. I will stay enjoying this amazing pasta made at home with lots of love. See you soon. Bye-bye.